Hello everybody, now today I will not discuss these cute baby tomato plants, but I do want to discuss this plant genus here, which is the ficus, a plant genus that is definitely out of my comfort zone as a houseplant enthusiast. Which is why I have lots of these ficus cuttings just growing in water, some of them for years already. And you can see the big root system they developed over time in water. And I just keep postponing to put them in soil because somehow I think that might kill them. Anyway, without further ado, let me show you all the ficus plants that I got in my collection at the moment. So first up is this bonsai ficus that I bought 3 years ago for only 13 euros, and that included this beautiful ceramic pot. The trunk looks like a character from a Narnia movie, which I think is pretty cool. And I water this plant by giving it a shower more or less every 3 weeks, which also takes the dust off all its leaves. And that's basically all I do to keep this plant happy. Now make no mistake, this guy lost lots of leaves when I first got it, but that doesn't really show since it also produced many new leaves. And I keep this plant on a windowsill where it gets lots of direct light. Okay, now in my office I keep this beautiful Ficus elastica, one of my oldest and most favorite houseplant. And it's kind enough to share its container with some cute crassula baby plants. Now, years ago I took this plant from my house to my office because it was virtually dead. So I took lots of cuttings in case it would die. And after that it miraculously became alive again and branched out like crazy. And since then it seems just indestructible. I really like the aesthetics of this plant with all its woody branches. And I keep it close to a huge window where it gets plenty of sunlight, which in my experience is the key to success for growing ficus plants. Next up is this baby Ficus elastica Tineke. And it's an eternal baby because I got it 3.5 years ago for 4 euros and it has hardly grown at all since then. I keep this one under artificial light and I should probably repot it to give it a chance to grow. Alright, with the next ficus we are back in my office with this somewhat sad Ficus benjamina. At home it nearly lost all of its leaves, but since I took it to my office, it has produced quite a few new leaves, and that's why I call my office my plant hospital, where struggling plants come to recover. And talking about a plant hospital, this agonizing Ficus elastica baby here I keep at home for the moment. But let's face it, it urgently needs to go to the plant hospital. A very different ficus is this Ficus pumila that's hiding in one of my terrariums. And in my experience, the only way to keep this guy alive is to put it in a closed terrarium. We are back in the plant hospital with this Ficus elastica Abidjan that I got for only 4 euros more than 3 years ago. It obviously lost all its bottom leaves, but recently it's been doing much better. And I intend to take a top cutting soon, hoping that the plant will branch out after that. I also got a second bonsai ficus, much smaller than the first one I showed you. This one has 8 leaves exactly and is in dire need of repotting. Now I told you before about my old Ficus elastica and all the cuttings I took. Well, here are some of those cuttings. These ones here are growing in soil. Now they are slow growing, but actually they are doing fine. This here is another cutting from the same plant, but this one is growing in pon. And the reason why this cutting has much lighter and almost pink leaves is that I keep it very close to a growing lamp. Alright, that's all for my small collection of ficus plants. I don't have many, but I'm happy that I do own at least some. Although to me they are not easy care and actually quite fussy. If you liked the video, please consider liking and subscribing. For now, I wish you a very nice day. Bye bye.